Morning, even afternoon, Timthetatman 2, just shiny podcast version of me. Got a banger for you today, baby. Some of you might follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, stuff like that, and you might have seen this video. I know, looks lit. Now, this was part of the Orlando trip, but in my opinion, this was kind of a conversation in itself. Essentially, to explain, one, what the video was, and two, where we're at with potentially getting a Lambo. So what we got for you here is me explaining what that video was about and what the future of me and a Lamborghini might look like. Be sure to drop a like on this, share it with a friend. If you're not subbed over here to Timthetatman 2, you enjoyed this content, hit the sub button, ring the bell, all right? Be sure to tell somebody you love them, okay? I'll catch you in the next one. A lot of you know that I went to, I'm sorry, let me back up a hair. For Father's Day, Alexis set up something that was basically, I've been talking a lot about getting a Lamborghini. I've been talking a lot about it. You guys have seen me look at that SVJ Aventador video probably 150 million times. Alexis set up an appointment for me to check out and go to a dealer and kind of look at some cars. Now, part of the problem and the reason why we wanted to do this was, for one, I didn't know if I could fit. It doesn't matter how cool I think a Lamborghini is if I can't fit in it. Doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, if I don't fit, I can't drive it. So we decided, this was during the Orlando trip, that basically we would try it out. Let's go see if you can fit in it. It's enough talk, right? I'm talking about wanting a Lambo. Let's go see if I actually can fit in it, and do I really want one? A Lamborghini is a lot of money. I'm sure a lot of you know that. And one thing that I will say is, if you ask Alexis, if you ask her, like, do I spend money? She'd probably say no. What I really spend money on is cars. I like cars. And a $10,000 TV, which we've all heard about a million times now. But I like cars. Cars are the thing. I don't really do a ton of designer stuff. Even watches. I've slowly started to try and get into watches. I have. But even that, I'm not going hard on. I'm getting some entry level things, right? Cars are where I kind of like going ham, right? That's my big boy. I'm getting a big, this is, okay, you only live once. I want a Lamborghini, right? So needless to say, I finally basically convinced my wife that it was a good idea. And for Father's Day, basically, she set this thing up where I could go actually see if I can fit in it. So. You can kind of see me in here a little bit. Little tight. So I'm not guttural, by the way. Barely fits. Hey man, still fits though, right? I can still drive. Okay, listen, that's not me. That is me. How dare you? Okay, so I'm sitting in that. That's an Aventador. And while I was at the dealer, I kind of walked around a little bit and I looked at some of the other Lambos. And in that moment, I realized I don't want a Huracan. I don't want a Urus. I don't want anything but an Aventador. That's what I want. After that kind of dawned on me, and I sat in that Aventador, I was talking to the guy. Aventador, in summary here, how do I explain this? Here's my understanding. Aventadors aren't something that there's a ton of, and it's a style of it, basically, that there's X, correct me if I'm wrong here, there's kind of like X amount that is made per year, and they're sold out basically everywhere. Is that, anyone else here like a supercar person? Is that kind of the summary of it? So it's a limited thing, an Aventador. This isn't something like, I don't know how many they make per year. Now, some of you are saying, why do I like Aventador so much? It's the body. I love the body of it. The Huracan, in my opinion, looks like almost like a toy car next to an Aventador. And It's a V12. V12. Now, sorry. So now, basically, it's got more power. And if I'm honest with you, kind of looks like the Batmobile a little bit. Now, this Aventador in particular is not one of the new ones. The new ones, I mean, I'm going to keep it a stack with you, bro. Those new Aventadors, chat, if I really want an Aventador, and this was a conversation I had with Alexis, new Aventadors, the ones that are going to be 2022, you're looking at $500,000 to $600,000, maybe even $700K. I think that's fair. It's stupid money. Like, when you think of how I do and how well I do, it's that's a lot. You know, I do pretty well, but I'm not thinking $700,000 for a new car. It's a lot of televisions I could get. And so this Aventador that you just saw in that video was a pre-owned one. It was one that was previously owned. And so basically, I walked around it for a little while and I sat in it. Tim is poor. Okay, guys, that's rude. You don't have to say all that. And let me show you this. So this is maybe some of you, just so you have a frontal view of this thing, and just so you guys understand, the blue is a wrap. Okay, that's the baby right there that I was looking at. Blue's a wrap. I'm gonna wrap this thing matte black. Okay. Now, so I'm kind of leaning to something here, right? This thing is fire. I sat in it, and here's one of the craziest parts. There's no real Aventadors anywhere. Before we were going to look at the Lamborghinis, this spot didn't even have an Aventador in stock. Nights before we go in, that Aventador rolls on the lot. You leaked that you bought it. Guys, let me finish my story. Night before, that thing rolls on the lot. I believe in destiny. I believe that things happen for a reason. I did kind of fucking spoil it with the sold side. Damn it. Listen. Now, here's the thing. It's not 100% yet. You guys are all typing W and you're excited for me. And I'm very excited too when I was in there, but I don't fully have it yet. And here's why. Because the thing was so new, I didn't get to actually test drive it. I want to 100% make sure that I want to test drive it and make sure that I actually want it. So what I have to do is I basically put something down that was like, I am very interested in this, right? If a lot of you adults here probably understand what I'm talking about, you put down to basically hold it. If you're talking to like a kid here, how do you explain this? You basically, you're like, I'm very interested in this. I want it. Okay. A little deposit, right? To basically be like, I'm interested. If I go back and I don't like this, it's a no harm, no foul. So basically what we have to do is I'm going to go back, actually test drive the car. And after that, then I can basically be like, okay, I 100% want it. Or, I mean, guys, if I get in the car, no matter how cool it sounds, no matter how awesome I think it looks, if I get in it and I don't like driving it, at the end of the day, that's really what matters, right? So that's kind of where we're at with it. So I have to go back eventually, sometime soon here. I have to go back, test drive it, make sure 100% that's what I want. And if I make the decision that I want it, then I get it. If not, no harm, no foul. I guess it's not meant to be. All right. I believe in destiny. And destiny was saying one thing to me that day, and it was get an Aventador, Timmy. That's all I heard. Destiny. I mean, how does that even happen? These guys haven't seen any Aventadors, and then one the night before I roll in there, it rolls on the lot. Night before. Not even like Alexis has set this up like a couple weeks prior. It wasn't even like that. It was like we were just going there, and I probably wasn't even going to see one. And then that thing rolls on the lot night before I'm there. Why couldn't I drive it? It was so brand new. They didn't have it fully in their system. And they were basically like marketing. Oh shit, that might be 5 marketing. Fuck. You guys might be right. Damn it. Okay. I just get scammed. Now, okay, damn, good point. Yeah, it might have got me. But man, that really got me then if it was brand new and the reason I couldn't drive it is because, damn, did I get skamazed? The reason I couldn't drive it was because it was so brand new that they don't have anything on it. They didn't have like insurance and shit like that. So if is that true? Anyone out here working the car dealership thing? I'm assuming it's something like it's so new they haven't even like gotten it in their system, basically, is the short of it. And that's why they told me I couldn't drive it. Because, I mean, in their defense, if I drive it and I'm a fucking idiot and I drive it right into a wall, imagine. I'm like, all right, guys, time to check out my Aventador. Right into a wall or something. Then they aren't covered. And I'm like, oh, shit. Well, good luck, guys. So, damn, they might have scammed me. I don't think they did. They seemed like nice guys. Is this the $10,000 television all over again? Is this the $10,000 TV all over again? But, okay, so anywho, that was what I was told and I believed. But I couldn't drive it. Now, if I'm honest with you, if I could have driven it, I probably wouldn't be able to make a decision right there. But because I couldn't drive it, I just put down a little deposit and was like, I'm going to come back, hold it for me. I want to drive it. When I drive it, I'm going to test it. If I like it, I'm going to buy it. That's kind of the short of it. Especially when I started to hear how much money. I had a number in my head. You guys want to know what my number was? I had a number in my head for a car, for a supercar. In my head, I didn't want to go over 4. That was my head. 350 to 4. That was like top I'm looking at. This is going to fall under that. So I was like, well, let's give it a shot then. See what happens. 4, I just can't, guys, if I buy a 400, if I buy a $700,000 brand new Lamborghini Aventador, do you know I gotta buy Alexis the boat? I'd have to. There's no other choice. No choice. If I go buy a $700,000 car and I don't like upgrade her ring to at least what, 50,000? I'm spending $650,000 more dollars on a car instead of my wife. You know how that looks? God, it has to be. Everything has to be like related, like relative. Like I can't spend $700,000 on a car and not upgrade my wife's ring. You know what I mean? She's the love of my life. Like if my Lamborghini and my wife were hanging off a cliff, I would save my wife, obviously. On a serious note, I couldn't believe, as soon as I saw, maybe they really did market the shit out of me, bro. It was the first thing I saw when I walked into the dealership. As soon as I saw it, that's the one I wanted. And you know what's crazy? They had a Huracan right next to it. I was like, that thing sucks. I don't want that. I want this Aventador. I don't want the Huracan. That looks stupid. That's literally, bro, when I saw the two next to each other, I said, that Huracan looks fucking dumb. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want the Huracan. I don't want it. And first thing I saw, as soon as I pulled in, bam, Aventador. Oh, God, they got me. Fuck. Regardless, I'm in control of this situation. This is the $10,000 TV all over again. It's a dream car to see a car like that, right? I got my Hellcat, man. I love my Hellcat. Don't get me wrong, but there's just some part of me that's I hear and I see the Aventador, and I can't explain what I feel inside. I can't. I just can't. I can't do it. It's so, I don't want to say horny, but when I was sitting in that seat and I revved that engine and I heard the event, it's like the sound that car makes, bro. You know what I mean? Unbelievable, bro. Unreal. I'm summing up the Lamborghini trip. The short of it is, in short, I could not test drive the Aventador. I want to drive the car before I buy it. I think that's fair. I think most people agree with that. I think that's a fair thing. You're not going to buy a car. You know, you're not going to buy a car without test driving it. No matter how cool or how awesome the car seems, you got to get behind the wheel. You got to take it out on the road and make sure that it clicks with you, that you like it. No matter what, it could be a Bugatti, anything, man. I don't care. You have to test drive it. So I basically put down some money and I said, hold this for me. After you guys get everything set up, we'll come back down. I'll probably have to go pop down to Orlando here soon as well, again, to test drive the Lambo. And question, do you guys think I should vlog that? Now that you guys kind of know that I put a deposit down on it, I think I might. I think I might actually get a videographer and vlog that experience. I don't know if the videographer will be able to drive with me because it's only a 2-seater, and I'm assuming that someone from the dealership has to be in the car with me. But I think I will actually vlog that. I think that's a good idea. So then you guys can see, and then maybe you don't feel like I'm just a part-time streamer a little bit. You know, I'm actually doing something on the side. And yeah, we can get like a GoPro on the inside or something. Smart chat, smart. So the short of it is, put down a deposit. I don't officially have it yet, but if I drive the car and I like it and and everything feels right, we're doing it. All right, we're doing it. Getting a Lamborghini Aventador, baby. So I am very excited, and we'll see, I guess, is kind of the short of it. We'll see what happens about everything. And I'm very excited. I can't even, it was all, dude, when I saw that Aventador on the lot, it was like love at first sight. Literally. That's what it felt like. Every other car that was in that dealership, I didn't care about. Every other car. There was nothing else on my mind than that Aventador. Nothing. So what color? I'll just show you guys a quick picture again, but it's a blue, but it's a wrap. It's a blue wrap. So I'm gonna do like a matte black on the whole thing. Oh, and also it's these come off. It's a roadster. The top comes off as well. It's pretty fire, I thought. So yeah, it's a W, man. It's a W. I'm very excited. It's gonna be fun, man. If I like it, right? Worst case scenario, I mean, your best case scenario, we go down. As long as it's 100, like as long as it's in the number I got in my head, as long as it's around that number, I'll buy it. If not, I won't. If I'm honest with you. I mean, the fact that I'm sitting in a Lamborghini to consider buying it, it's so crazy. So it was awesome. But they had a lot of nice cars there, man. But there was nothing else. They had some like Rolls Royces and stuff like that, bro. And I'm like, it's not. It just doesn't get me excited like the Lambo, like an Aventador. The body of the Aventador, it looks like the Batmobile. It's so cool.